Good morning. I hope no one gets to watch this for a while. It's Monday morning, the 24th of May, long weekend, and since I was a kid, 24th of May was pretty big in our family. That was the first weekend that our campground at a little place called Wasaga Beach opened up, and we would end up with 150 to 200 families in our campground, and it was the beginning of the tourist season. And I do hope that you as a people are out enjoying this weather we have. Again, when I was a kid, we didn't have good weather on the 24th of May weekend. Usually it rained or snowed or something. But sure, a nice weekend up here in Fort McMurray, I'll tell you. Anyways, I just thought I would probably limit myself to one little video a day and see where that leads me. Getting ready to head south for the final mediation and so on in a few days, and finally get the last dollar sorted out that hasn't been grubbed away, and and see how that works out for us. And kind of looking forward to it. I kind of a certain finality to when a door is nothing jammed in it that would keep it open, but it just kind of closes. And I I had occasion this morning to watch a little bit of stupidity with the one down in the states, Joe Biden, who has done everything in his power to bring World War III out into the open, and today it was so astounding to hear a reporter. I'm telling you, reporters, when they get a chance to ask Joe Biden anything, if he doesn't have a teleprompter or some stuffed animal in front of him that would run interference for him, or his dear wife grabbing his hand and leading him off to the what Joe probably forever thinks is the wrong side of the stage. But I mean, Joe's wife is a doctor apparently. Boy, I guess not much for meds that you can give someone who is that far gone, as Joe is that far gone. Today, the reporter asked if China invades Taiwan, will the United States of America stand up militarily and fight against them? Such questions you should not ask someone who is not in their right mind. Joe said, of course. Joe Biden, idiot, said, of course, we'll fight against China. What is it? Well, what it is a preemptive act of stupidity that Joe perpetrated with Putin over the Ukraine. Remember, it would be all right if Russia, Putin, invades the Ukraine if it's not a big invasion. And that prompted Putin to give it, just go for it. Because when there is no chance at all of there being repercussions to a bully, the bully will abuse, and they will. And Xi Jinping is a bully. Putin is a bully. Biden is an empty, vacuous source of stupidity, really. I mean, truly, stupidity. I was watching also today on the graves in Kamloops that had been found at the public schools for First Nations, Métis people, and and I realize when I consider last week a white supremacist killed 10 black people in a mall. And we saw the Democratic people in the Democratic Party down in the States, including Joe Biden, rush to the scene, not to bring solace, not to bring peace, but to foment with racist comments. May I ask of you a question? Is racism all right? Are people, black, white, in between, every other color, when they were born into their color, was it their fault? The answer is, of course not. So, why the extreme emphasis put on racism? 10 people were killed, and that's a terrible thing. One was not fully of color. The rest were very obviously black people. And a mentally ill white guy, a neo-Nazi hate monger, killed them. But across the states, in every Democratic state and in every Democratic city, murder is an ongoing endeavor, prompted, no matter what anyone says, um, and and condoned by Black Lives Matter, because all lives matter. I mean, are you stupid? But Black Lives Matter say that they want to destroy the United States of America. They want to destroy democracy. Well, that too is seemingly what the Democratic Party down in the states, including Joe Biden, not good people like Joe Manchin, Sinema, Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, there are good Democrats, but there are people who are so inundated with their own significance that they do and say anything that they can to foment every situation in the news, before you and in the world. And they do it because down deep in their hearts, they too stand with Black Lives Matter, and they too wish to destroy democracy. Why? Why? Like, what is wrong with democracy? What is wrong with the people being able to vote and or choose to live in a state down in the United States of America that has legalized abortion? The Supreme Court has stated that and it's not finalized yet. I hope they have enough guts to stand with what they have already said in that leaked memo, that Roe versus Wade was going to be set aside because it was a bad law. It was a bad law. The Supreme Court, its intent is to disseminate laws that are existing. And sometimes they create more law in order to better reflect what the initial law stated. But the Supreme Court says, listen, we want to give you the opportunity to choose to live in and or vote for your belief system in terms of abortion. What's wrong with that? Well, what is wrong with that is it's like in the States, anywhere in government, really, do not allow a perfectly good tragedy go to waste, but rather extend your agenda. Someday, in hindsight, it will be a joy and a sadness to watch the hypocrisy unfold. We have um, Donald Trump didn't get reelected. Why? Well, he didn't get reelected because the Democratic Party claimed that he was a puppet of Russia. And they lied. And they did everything they could. They hid um, Hunter Biden's laptops so that no one, while the voting was still going on, no one had access to the truth. Scripture says the truth will set you free. I hope it's there. If not, I guarantee you the sentiment of it is. The truth will set you free. Well, what if that truth is so hidden that only a few people who are really bored, myself especially, actually take time to watch and listen? Because why would you wish to destroy your day with knowledge and information when, if you enjoy being part of the herd, the flock, the sheep that are led from pasture to pasture, like as though you aren't smart enough to determine where and what you really want to do yourself. And so you rely on what government, and what does government do? It causes fear. And why does it cause fear? Because only through fear will the people be dissuaded from looking with common sense at what they're going through. And only through fear can the government lead you like a puppet. So, you like democracy? I do. I really do. Do you like racism? I sure as hell do not. I do not. I despise racism because I am not, was not responsible for my skin color. I came out the way my two parents put me together at inception. At inception, everything is predetermined. Your color, many things to do with your height, size, all that sort of stuff, even mental acuity. So, is there justification for racism? No, there is no justification for racism. I watched a woman one time. She's the lady that called me Cowboy Jim. And it was like every life matters, all lives matter. What life doesn't matter? Well, I could think of a few. Um, I don't really like abortion. I'm not saying anything beyond that. Not my place. It is your place to determine what you choose to believe. Okay, so President Obama, first black man, right? First black man. And every time a news issue came up where there was a white person perpetrating a crime, what appeared to be a crime, before a black person, then Obama went crazy. And it did not matter that he was wrong 99% of the time. What mattered was that it was plausible. It was the feeding of the humiliation that you and I should feel because we're white, black, red, Asian, does not matter. It matters what and who you are. What you do you have enough guts, no matter your situation of birth, to make a difference to the world as a whole? Well, actually, you do if you choose to walk in it. So, is there room for racism in Canada? No. But let's ask this: is there racism in Canada? Yes, there is. Whose fault is it? Everyone's fault who is involved in holding another people group as being less worthy, of less value than you yourself are. And then, yeah. What can you do about racism? Well, the first thing you can do is don't participate in it. Last night I watched Mark Levine. He's Jewish. And he was saying that even though the Jewish people in the world are very limited in number, that they are hated. The anti-Semitism that pervades the news media against Jewish people and against anyone who will stand up and say, what is happening is not right. We must needs find resolution to this problem. We can do it. We have intellectual thought process. We can make a difference, but you have to choose to make a difference. So there are people who are neo-Nazis, white supremacists. The Democratic Party used to support the Ku Klux Klan to the nines. The Democratic Party down in the States also supported slavery to the nines. But their belief system is simply this: if they choose to somehow avoid mentioning what they truly have believed, it is possible that you and I will forget. But we're going to have a history, not like the history books that are written today, which are one-sided, reflective of the general overall direction that the politicians in the world want to take you down the garden path. But one day we will see with clarity, looking back upon our earth, how long it will survive. Joe Biden, I mean, all he wants is foment. All he wants is warfare to destroy the United States of America so that the New World Order, oh yeah, Jim, another conspiracy theory. No, it's not. That the New World Order will be able to step in and give solace to a world that has bankrupted itself by spending too much, by wasting too much. Politically, governmentally, spiritually, monetarily. Why would people spend so much beyond what they are able to pay back? In the States, the Democratic Party, they just want to bankrupt everything and everyone around them. And I believe they will succeed. Okay, so, hey, Monday. Gee whiz. All right. The upside is people should be out walking their dogs if they have a dog. I'd rather walk my horse, and I don't even have a horse anymore, but I'm going to rectify that. I hope, I pray. So God bless you. Don't get stupid, okay? Don't get even. Get thoughtful. Get thoughtful. Don't be preoccupied with all this crap, but get thoughtful about what you are told, what you hear, all this stuff. Okay. God bless, eh? I hope you have a good 24th of May weekend. I truly do. God bless you. Eh?